There are several origins of the hyperactivity in the children. So we will see few. There could be more, but I hope those one will help you to help your child and yourself to have an harmony in your family. The first thing that can influence the hyperactivity is the parents' hyperactivity and the parents' fears for the child. Because if part of the problem is it is important that he explain what is bothering him about the child and his attitude, what is unacceptable for him with this hyperactivity, what is the feeling that is created by this child for the parents when he see and he look at this hyperactivity. This is the first and very important stage. The second thing that also comes from the parents, it's family siblings that the parent can see in his child. If the parent see in his child the mother, the father, the grandfather, the sister, the brother, and he come back to the same conflict that he has with them, then of course he has to make the difference between the sibling and the child. This confusion is totally subconscious. So it is important to express and to realize to who this child is reminding us. And at the moment we will understand and we will make the difference and we will make a self-treatment to understand why we had a conflict with those person and how we should have acted and today we should act instead of continuing those type of conflicts with others, then this will free our child from this type of hyperactivity. The third attitude of the parent that can also increase the hyperactivity of the child is the way they are acting. If they are strict or severe or have no patience and they want the child to do immediately what they ask. Energetically, the child needs time. He needs time to understand what we are speaking about, to take his own decision and to have time to process the request of the parents and the time also to calmly stop what he's doing now and beginning to do what the parents want. And this is very important to give the time to the child. And in another 10 minutes, in another 5 minutes, in another 3 minutes, and now in only 1 minute, you should. And calmly reflecting and understanding what we are asking from him. Another thing that can create hyperactivity in child, it is a trauma. For example, the child has been several hours closed in an elevator and without light. And now every time he is in a closed space, he feels that he needs to go out and is beginning to lose calm and is going out and back and out and back and people don't understand what is happening here. So this has to be treated and can be treated by the visualization. The visualization is available on selftreat.com. But of course, first the parents have to self-treat because the visualization is a metaphoric environment, a very imaginative, creative environment so that the child can evaluate and go out of his own blockage. But the parents has to be really clean on this blockage and not involved and not emotionally touched, because if he is emotionally touched, he will not have the possibility to help the child and it will just be more difficult for the child to resolve the problem. Another traumatic event, it is the birth, because during the birth, the child is going from an environment, a very protected environment, inside and close to his mother. Now there is a separation. He's outside in a different environment and separated from the mother. And it is a very traumatic period that is lasting at least 1 hour, 2 hours, that the child is feeling something is happening there. Something is pushing me outside. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just falling someplace, somewhere. Nothing can help. No one can help. No one can hear what is happening and tell me what to do, how to do. So this also can be treated using the visualization. But first of all, again, the parents have to be treated first and to self-treat. And with the visualization, we will help this child. And for example, one of the visualization that had my daughter, she was an astronaut inside of the space alone near the space shuttle, and she was linked with some cable. And then she was afraid that if the cable is just separating and disconnected, she can die. And then we disconnect the cable and we find a place where this astronaut could launch and with people that are nice and taking care of her. And then she told that she wants to sleep, and she went to sleep, and it was the end of the fear and of the trauma and of this problem due to the birth. So visualization is a very powerful tool and it can help a child. But first of all, the parents will have to clean himself, to self-treat, to understand what is bothering him and the attitude of the child, and how he can help on his side, how he can settle down his own conflict, his own hyperactivity, his own fears, his own behavior. And certainly you will see a very big improvement in your child behavior, because what is always important to know is that the child is just dreaming to be a good child, and that the parents will love him, and that he will do what parents love, and he will be happy to make what the parents want from him. So always we have to remember, if there is an hyperactivity, there is a reason for the hyperactivity, and just trying to force the child to be in the classroom, or to force the child to act, to do something, this is not the solution. The solution first that we treat, and then we treat him, and everything will go better.